So I bought a one-way ticket to Mexico because my boyfriend that I went back to the US for broke up with me on Valentine's Day. And he did all this like really nice romantic stuff. And then the end of the day, he was like, I hope you like that. And I was like, I love today. And he was like, good, because it's our last. We're breaking. He legit was like, this is our last Valentine's Day. If Gemini men have anything, it's the audacity. And I just went insane. Like, I was losing it. There's like a witch store in my town, and I went up in there and I was like, how to manifest your ex back. Like, I was I was losing it. And so I just was like, I can't be in the same country as him. Came to Mexico, and right before my flight to Mexico, someone stole my AirPods. And I can't even afford new ones. So this was really like my 13th reason. And I just had to sit on the flight in silence, wondering if I made the right decision, trying to find a will to live. And behind me was this couple, and they were like, I love you, Boo Bear. Oh my God.
So I've been dating this guy for a couple of months. We met on a dating app, and here we are, month 3, and I'm like, DTR, what are we doing? Because I don't really want to date aimlessly. Like, I want to figure out where we're both headed. Like, in the beginning, we were on the same page, so I'm doing, a vibe check. Are we still on the same page? And he proceeds to tell me, well, honestly, you're really cool. You have all the qualities that I'm looking for in a woman. You're beautiful. You're smart. You have a good heart, good career. You have your shit together. But the only thing I would change is like there's 2 asterisks about you. You don't have any tattoos, and you don't have a flat stomach. Now, mind you, in my profile, I say if thick girls are not your preference, swipe left. Not trying to catfish anyone. But you still swiped right. We've been on dates. We've been on multiple dates. Not multiple dates. Sorry, cut off on me. But multiple dates. And so if you knew then that I wasn't what you were looking for, why not say that then? Like, you had ample opportunity. He's like, well, honestly, he's in the military. Red flag. I was going to stall until I moved to Florida. You were going to stall. Mind you, he doesn't get out until November. He was going to get out of the military in November and move to Florida. So it's February. You were going to stall that long? We've been talking since October of last year. Okay, cool. You're too old to be playing these games. I'm 28. You're 30 years old. Like, you could have easily said, not interested. But you were interested. Now, all of a sudden, when I'm like, apply pressure, put some real effort in, or I'm out, now it's, I don't get that effort because I'm too fat. Was flabbergasted at this conversation, y'all. Like, I couldn't even form words. Like, if you know me personally, I have always got to come back. And I was literally speechless. Like, I can't believe in 2022 it's still men with this closed-minded, superficial, shallow mindset that of the perfect body means you're worthy of respect and effort. And if you're not skinny, you're not. Who raised you? Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Like, that's crazy. He has a daughter. Mind you, he has a daughter. Your daughter's going to grow up in the same world and deal with the same kind of assholes that I am, and you decide to make yourself part of that group. You're going to be an asshole too? Fuck you. Okay? I'm so glad that I'm secure in who I am and confident in what I bring to the table, that I didn't let this destroy my life. Like, that could have pushed me over the edge. That may have been the last straw for me. But I know who I am, and I know whose I am, and I will never let a man bring me down.
The day before we got married, everything was fine. Everything was perfect. Love bombing was in effect. He put on Instagram a picture of his outfit because he was so excited to get married the next day. I was so excited. So happy. When I walked up, there was no first moment look. He just looked like, to see me. He was like, okay, I got the flowers. I got my boutonniere. What do I need to do next? He never stopped and were like, wow, like, you look beautiful. I mean, look at me. I think I looked really beautiful. I felt beautiful. I worked really hard to achieve that look right there. And he just had no acknowledgement whatsoever. He did act a little snippy with me about the photographer and about the process of getting the pictures done before the wedding started. I thought it was an inappropriate level of snippy, but just subtle enough that I couldn't really say anything about it. We wrote our own vows, and when he read to me his vows. He's a writer and a poet. He has books published full of poetry. And when I read his poems for other women, I was like, wow, I can't wait to get that. He had written me a few, but his vows were all about himself. They were all about himself and his ability to write, and literally had nothing to do with me. There was one line that had something to do with me, and then later I found out that one of the lines was a line he used on many other women. I could feel in my spirit in that moment, these vows are not for me. It was really interesting, but it was something that I just gaslit myself. Like, stop thinking that it's your wedding day. Like, just focus. When we had our first dance, he just didn't seem like he was there. Like, the whole rest of the day, he just felt like he was gone. And I was like, hey, where are you? I was like trying to find him. Like, let's connect emotionally, especially during the first dance. And he was like, I'm just hot. And it was really hot that day. And we were outside. So I was like, okay. But I felt it. I felt his absence. I felt it. That's all I can say. I felt it. And then we had waited a little while to have sex, not a whole long time. Like, we had stopped and then decided to wait until our wedding night. But I was horny as hell. I was ready to go. And he was just dragging his feet, like just wanting to hang out with everybody. And I'm like, I don't want to hang out with these people. Like, I'm ready to get it on. And he just didn't seem like he cared. And then when I went to the bathroom to get myself together, get my lingerie together, I expected him to do something, put on some, silk drawers or something, set up the room, light a candle. I came out, the lights were all on, and he was just sitting there still dressed watching TV. The next morning, I was like, yeah, let's do it again. And he was just like, we just did it yesterday or last night. I was like, but we always have sex at night and in the morning. What? And he was like, come on, Grace. Like, we just did it. That night, I initiated again. And he was like, you don't have to ask me to do it, Which one is true then? It was a mess.
So, tell me why. I was going to my man's house after work. We did the duo, whatever. And I'm about to leave because he got to go to work or whatever. I'm still in the parking lot, by the way, because I'm shook the fuck up. Tell me why. I'm laying down. He laying down. I was trying to rest before work, but his phone is under my titty. So I moved his phone, but it was flipped up. So, when you move an iPhone, it light up. And I seen a girl Snapchat, right? So I'm already like, who the something telling me don't look at it. Something also telling me open that because I know his password. So I'm like, all right, okay, I'm gonna look at it. So I click on it. It's a video, but it's just a girl, right? And she's just talking. I don't know what she's saying because I turned it down because I didn't want him to know. But something's like, look at the messages, y'all. When I tell you, I instantly opened the message, and he sent her videos of me and him to this girl. And when I tell you, I instantly got up. Instantly. He don't know why I'm getting up. I put my clothes on. I'm getting my shit. I'm going outside. Because I know how I am when I get mad. I want to fight. I want to argue. And I really, really want to fight. But I'm like, no. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. I'm just thinking in my head. Something's telling me, go the outside. So I'm going outside. I'm in the car. I'm like, all right. Excuse my hair. But I'm like, all right. You need to go back in there. You need to ask him what the was that. So I go back in there. I knock on his door because I locked his door when I left because I didn't want him to follow me. Because sometimes he follow me to walk me the car or whatever. But nah, that. I don't want him to follow me because if he would have followed me, we was going to fight. So I'm like, is there something you want to tell me? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, who was blah, blah, blah? Y'all. He's like, that's so-and-so girlfriend. So I'm like, why are you sending her videos of me and you? His face. Said it all. It said it all. Nigga try to start explaining. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is there anything else I got left in this room? Give me everything. If I got something in your car, give it to me. Because I cannot believe he's sitting up here trying to explain to me why he's sending these people I do not know videos of me him. Y'all, when I tell you, I haven't pulled off yet because something is still telling me to go in there and fuck him up. Something's telling me to go in there and fuck this dude up. My wig already fucked up, so I'm going to go in there and fuck him up. But I'm like, damn, my heart is broken. And I feel so violated that I have somebody that I don't know watch me. Y'all. And I'm so hurt because he's so good with my son. And I love this dude. My family love him. And I love his family, but I can't believe he's sending videos of me f***ing to people I don't know. Like,